Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Going live. Merry Christmas. All right, we're good. We're in. We're live. Live from Rockefeller Center. Not Center. Center.
Merry Christmas.
Jessie, did you ever think in your wildest dreams that you would be streaming live from Rockefeller Center during the holidays?
Never in my life did I think so, but now I can finally say I have.
It's a beautiful thing to be streaming Rockefeller Center. Not sure where the Christmas tree is up right now. It's November, but it is up, Jessie.
Because after Thanksgiving, everyone puts their Christmas trees up.
No.
Yeah, well, everyone that I've seen so far is putting their Christmas trees up.
Nah.
And their little decorations.
Never. Let's
What's
say
up,
hello.
Ben Shipman?
Say hello to that chat room as I try to fix this because...
Happy Kwanzaa, Post Resurrected. Full Camp Nate Diaz. If JDS is back, then Tuivasa is getting murked.
Yeah, we don't know if regular JDS is back. I'm not sold. You never know. You never know if JDS is back. Tuivasa has been finishing a lot of his opponents. The guy, I believe, is undefeated, and he drinks out of shoes. So how could you not pick Tuivasa? Right, Jessie?
It's true.
Happy Kwanzaa. Pulse.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy. So we were bored, and we took a little poll on the community section over there.
Yeah.
And the MMA-Holes voted and said, yes, go live. So we're like, okay, here we are. In front of the tree. A different look. We're in the dark. But you have a mystical background over here with this gigantic tree. Right, Jessie?
Yes.
It's a beautiful tree.
These two just got done shooting up. Yep.
So what's with the hood? What's the hood about?
My hair's not done.
Your hair's never done.
That's
My hair.
insulting.
Well, my hair's not done. It's just like it's like magic. It just goes. You know? It's really hot in here. No?
No, I'm freezing.
You're really cold?
Yes.
I'm sweating my sack of balls off. But it is what it is. All right, here we go. I'm trying to figure out the Streamlabs. All right. So hello, NH. How are you tonight? I noticed you said in the Discord, you were like, go live. Vote for them to go live. So we are really live just for NH. Right? What's up? Dope6 over here, Sean Hart, is here as well. JBH, don't be shy about your hair. We're all family right now.
I'm actually never shy about my hair. It actually looks fantastic right now.
It looks exactly like it always looks. Look at that.
But I like having a hood on.
You sitting with a hood on in the dark makes me nervous and the chat room nervous. Everyone's nervous. You know, they think you're going to hold them up. In fact, she walks around like that with her hood up. Like a homeless runaway. Right, Jessie? So what do you want to talk about? We have a lot of things to talk about.
It's Super Fight Week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Tuivasa, JDS.
Yes.
And Wilder Fury.
Yes.
And RDA Usman.
Oh, yeah.
And
Bellator. Yeah.
It's true. Bellator.
We have a lot of events to react to. Tomorrow night, Fuqua Friday, is going to be 2 fights. Well, we're going to be paying more attention to the UFC, let's be honest. I've been watching the anatomy of a fighter, with Kimura Usman. It's been very good. The only problem I have with it is it's heavy on the Kimura side and it's not on the RDA side. You don't get to see the other side of the equation. You just see one fighter's journey to the cage. So it's cool to watch, but it's kind of like, I wish there was a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you start to learn more about Usman. And the more I watch, the more I'm intrigued, the more I'm interested. And the more I find myself rooting for the guy. He's not full of personality, but he really hasn't come from much. Nigeria, eating, his brother was saying how they would just eat out of a bowl together, like dogs. like 2 dogs, they would put a bowl in front of them and they would just eat out of it together. And now he's in the UFC.
Oh, super chat.
Super chat, Jessie. Who is this?
Most sold out. Kissing up to Will Harris. Simp.
Actually, that was my idea, real. That wasn't his. I wanted to put up an Instagram post, and we were watching Anatomy of a Fighter at the time. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to record what we're watching. MMA and chill. Hashtag MMA and chill.
So, yeah. No,
Try again, real. Come after Moss like that.
Was that who he was talking? Oh, the post that you put up?
Yeah, the Instagram post.
Yeah, Will Harris. Here's
It's
the thing.
sucking up to Will Harris because we're watching the show.
I don't know about that. I don't know about sucking up to Will Harris, but thank you for the donation. Appreciate that, real. Yeah, I gotta fix that super chat over there. Now let me know in the chat if you could hear that. I heard it over here, but I don't know how
They
much.
can hear it louder than we can.
All right, let's just put it like that. Let's see.
Euro says, Cookie Wise, wonderful, says a butterfly massacre. Usman is a tough vinegar, says Sean Hart. One Bad says JBH is suffering from Stockholm Syndrome with Chris. Sad. What is Stockholm Syndrome?
I have no idea.
I'm going to look it up real quick.
Yeah, let's look that up. Now, what we're doing here is one of our random streams. We stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we like to change it up. You know, now you can't really see us very well, but you can see that beautiful Rockefeller Center tree over there. It's beautiful.
Okay. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, let's talk about Stockholm Syndrome.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Go ahead, say it before it's too late.
I was going to say, feelings of trust or affection felt in certain cases of kidnapping or hostage taking by a victim toward a captor. So in essence, he's saying, you kidnapped me.
It's true.
And now I'm starting to feel like a sense of vulnerability toward you in a caring way.
Is that
I'm starting to feel for you.
Is that a comedic comments from the chat? Is that comedy?
It's from One Bad, so no.
Oh, so that doesn't count as comedy. All right. Thank you, One Bad. I appreciate it.
Oh, I feel sympathy for my kidnapper.
Oh, so you feel bad for me. There's been a lot of movies like that,
or
right?
like I feel for you, and like I understand why you did what you did, and I think it's acceptable.
Well, when I flew over to Arizona, and I threw you in a duffel bag, and flew you back over here, and I unpacked you, I was like, Jessie, feel bad for me immediately, and she did.
It's true.
She started doing laundry and cooking me dinners, and becoming a co-host of the show.
Yeah.
And she feels terribly bad for me. So One Bad is right. That's true. That's a true thing.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before that? Nigeria. Oh, so what we want to do is this. People have been... I want to know from you, the community. We want to put more streams up, but we want to figure out more things to do. Yes, the second channel will be back. So don't think... We were going to go live on the second channel. I just didn't feel like playing Spider-Man today. Sorry. We were going to murder people with Friday the 13th. We were going to do that, but... We will be playing video games again horribly on Not the MMA-Holes, so don't worry about that. JBH will be doing stuff on her channel as well. The main focus is this channel, so what we want to do is different types of segments, different types of episodes of the MMA-Holes. So what I was thinking is perhaps, and we've had comments about this before, maybe moments with Mystic, moments with JBH, and literally have an exclusive show for maybe a half hour of just JBH or myself, where we get to hang out with you guys, because we do share the spotlight. Well, I hog it 90% of the time, but we do need to separate in situations so you can have your person to speak to. So let me know in the chat if you would like a moments with JBH, moments with Mystic segment, and maybe what we'll do is like every week we'll alternate or something like that. 1 week is the JBH week, 1 week is the Mystic week, and we'll add an extra day of 30 minutes of autism. Jessie, what do you say about that? Let's let her think.
Right.
What?
Right.
Right?
Right.
All right. All right, let us know in the chat a yes or a no if you would like that. All right.
Chris Moss time is here.
Yes, Chris Moss. That's right. My last name is Mystical. Moss, and Chris Moss is the time of the year. That's correct.
Man Chipman says, oh, my wishes do come true. Get agents dropping Santa Claus. Sean Hart says, hey, Ann. K-Dub says the black, the Brazilian, and the boy will win this week.
I know his Pulse Resurrected wants to stream on your channel more, so he wants more JBH.
I haven't, honestly, guys, I hate to break it to you, but the MMA-Holes is my shit. So.
Oh, you know why he's a moderator over there? That's why. He likes hitting people with wrenches, you know?
It's true. But I do stream over there, but I have to reevaluate content and really put some shit together. So I just don't want to give you guys a bunch of AZ streams. If that were the case, then I would just be going live on my channel all the time. But I don't want to give you guys a bunch of AZ streams. I want to give you content. So until we can sort of formulate something, we want to make it into a big machine. All 3 channels, and then the MMA-Holes and JBH all into one channel. But it takes formula.
This is very dark. I'm looking at this over here. Actually, I have to change the chat. It's purple. You can't even read it. Hold on. Gotta change. This is the thing that sucks about streaming on Streamlabs. Now the chat should change colors. It was purple. What color is it now, Jessie? All right. Let's see. I'm changing it on the replay. And the color should be a brighter color, hopefully. Hopefully. Now, I don't understand why Streamlabs has these darker colors in the chat. It makes no sense. Let's see. We're looking. Wait for it, Jessie. What color is it? Maybe the chat won't pop up. Oh, there we go. It's red. Is that more legible?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just going to go with that.
Dana White donated $2.
Dana White with the $2 donation. Well, let's let that go through Super Chat then. Did it go through yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. We sit here and we wait.
If it doesn't go in within the next second, I'm going to read it.
The fuck? This app is asshole. It's an asshole app.
It's true.
Let's see, hold on a second. This app, it's not in beta anymore, so it shouldn't be doing this, but it is super glitchy.
We love you, Roger Morgan.
There we go. All right. Let's go like this. Don't mind me. Right, here's Dana White.
You should just put a cam on you 24/7. It will kill it. I should. IRL streams?
All right, I replayed it. Apparently I replayed the donation. Let's wait. Dana White. The fuck? It didn't even replay on that either, right?
No.
Alright, see if you can replay it on the computer. Let's try this. Editor. Alright. This is why we do these streams. This way when we're out in public and doing this shit, it's fixed. So we stream off of a Streamlabs app that is, it's a smelly asshole of an app. We don't like to stream on the YouTube app because it's just lame. We like to get the chat up there. There we go.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, here we go.
Motherfuckers.
For the sake of the UFC, everyone pray that Usman gets knocked the fuck out.
Wow.
Anti-Trump scum has less personality than a pile of sand. Usman is so boring. The 20 people that showed up for the weigh-in all booed him. I let RDA juice up for this fight.
I'm going to go on a limb and say that was real.
Ah, super chat.
What's this?
Dopesick Jones.
Santa is black and so is Jesus Santa Claus dark skin tone lol.
You know what's funny? Thank you, Dopesick. I was saying that to Jessie.
Santa's not black.
Santa is black, yeah.
No.
He is. He's black, and so is Jesus as well. So Dopesick is correct about that. Thank you for the donation. Usman losing, being good for the UFC. You got to think Dana White is not Team Usman, even though he sat down and spoke with them. Usman is not an electrifying fighter. He's not a huge personality, but he's a winner. And a winner as a champion doesn't always mean the best champion for the UFC. I'm cool with it. If he has the belt and we have a couple of snooze fest title defenses, then we can complain. But until then, what are we complaining about? The guy, yeah, he had some up and down fights, but he's been winning. Let him win the belt. Let him prove himself. Give him a chance, for God's sakes. And it's not a layup way over there because the GOAT, Colby Covington, is in his way. Tyron Woodley is in his way for that belt. So we'll see. In RDA, we're looking past RDA. Everyone is looking past RDA, including myself, because I don't think RDA is going to win. What do you think?
I don't think RDA is going to win. I agree with you there. I think Usman is going to smash. Usman smash.
I think anyone with a brain in their head is picking Usman against RDA. And RDA he's a badass. He was a champion at 155. He's looked good at 170. But Usman, just watching Usman cut weight, you know, Usman has to cut hard to hit 170. And my phone is beeping. Thank you. Usman has to cut hard to hit 170. RDA is more natural there. And the way Usman wrestles, he can't throw bombs. He's going to be trouble for RDA. Let me know in the chat what do you think, RDA or Usman.
K-Dub says, seems like Dana only likes the trash-talking standouts more than the ones with actual talent. Kenshiro Ryu says, Usman would make a good ninja in Japan.
Well, Usman does talk shit.
He wouldn't need the black suit.
Usman does, he talks a hell of a lot of shit, as I feel like felony now with the alerts. Let's just do that. Usman talks a lot of shit. A lot of shit. So, it's just he's not very good at it. So, That's the problem.
I think that adds to his character, though. If every fighter were able to talk shit like,
super chat.
The super chat.
I got $500 on RDA at minus 275. Queens NY sucks.
okay, explain this to me. What is at minus 275? I
Well,
see that on
first
betting
of all,
odds all the time.
What is my 275? Well, that means he's getting 275. So he's getting the points.
But what's like the plus minus? The minus, I'm assuming, is the underdog?
No. Yeah, the minus is the over. They're getting 275. So they're getting points, the minus. The plus is the overachieving opponent. So yeah, minuses are the people that you want to bet on the underdog. I mean, you want to hold on. Oh my god. Let's flip it around. So I had a bad headache before I started. Okay.
You did actually.
I can't think. I have this whole thing. I have allergies. It's terrible. It's terrible to be me. Let's do this again. RDA is the underdog. Okay. Now I'm getting confused. Minus is the favorite. That's right.
Well, that's one bad talking, so he could be fucking with you.
No, hold on a second.
Oh, minus 275 favorite Usman.
I want to see what the odds are, though. Is he a minus 275?
RDA is underdog at 275.
RDA is the underdog. Okay, so that makes sense. RDA being the underdog, you want to bet for the underdog because you're getting that much back. You understand what I'm saying? He's getting that. He's getting 275. So you don't want to bet on the person that is the over because you have to bet a shitload of money in order to make a return on that. Okay. So, like Kevin Costa, for instance, he says he keeps on betting, No, he bets on the over. Like, you pick the over, he bets on it. He must be putting a lot of money on them to make money back because you bet $100 on the over, you're not getting an extra $100 back. You're getting a fraction of that. You understand?
Huh.
So you want to bet an underdog. That's why Kenshiro looks for underdogs. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but you never know. The return is better. So that's how that works. You can bet on the over, but you have to then put it into a parlay and blah, 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 bullshit. Anyway. But, RDA as an underdog against Usman is not a horrible bet, right? Because if you look at RDA's track record, he surprised people in many instances, and he's won at 170. He smoked some people at 170. But this reminds me of when Ferguson fought Pettis. It reminds me of the same thing here. Like, I just didn't see how Pettis was going to win that fight. And it's the same thing here. I don't see how RDA is going to beat Usman. He's just too big, strong, and grinding. It's going to get ugly. And Usman likes to win those ugly fights. So, real, I hope you win, but you're not. And Queens doesn't have alligators. All right, let's move on. What else in the chat?
Christopher Shelton says, Jessie, what kind of couch would be good to Netflix and chill with a girl? Okay. One that pulls out.
Pulls out. Oh.
A couch, that reclining, right? That's what it's called, a recliner. A couch that reclines and is soft and comfortable.
That you get stains out of, right? I mean, that's important.
That you can get stains out of. But not super comfortable, because you want her to be uncomfortable enough to where she needs you for comfort. That's key. Yes.
Okay.
So,
I like your advice.
So comfy to enjoy a chill for however long you're going to chill for, which won't be long, so don't worry. But then uncomfy enough for her to want to be like, and then you can put your arm around her and start making moves. There's your answer, Christopher Shelton.
There you go, Christopher. Jessie's tip of the day right there.
Super chat.
Super chat. Kevin Gosha.
Usman will win. Bet big and you will win your return.
There you go.
Thanks, Mos.
There you go. Usman for the win. So Usman is where Kevin Coast is going.
Usman. I think that's where everyone's going. It's Usman.
I'm telling you, it seems like a no-brainer. It really does. I mean, there's a reason why he's a favorite in this one, and I feel bad for RDA. It's not going to be. It's not. If RDA, he went the distance with Colby Covington, right? And it was a tough, grueling fight. And Covington, he praised RDA in the fight. He said he's a tough motherfucker. But Usman and Colby Covington, I think we're talking apples and oranges here. No offense, real. Usman he's going to handle RDA. And there's my fucking chat. It's purple again. Hold on a second. We're going to fix this. Don't worry, guys.
It keeps changing colors?
Yeah, so what happens is every time you fucking adjust something, it changes colors. It's not cool.
Not cool.
I'm not down with that. Thank you for the donations, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like on this site because we're just hanging out. We're chilling. It's Thursday night. It's 11 p.m. over here. And we were bored. So we decided, let's fucking go live. Let's have a little fun by the Christmas tree.
By the Christmas tree.
Jess, what else is going on in that chat room?
Joey Savage says people with a high IQ like me and real are picking RDA. Kevin Costa says bet big dollars and you can get a return on your money. That's what you were just talking about. If you put more money.
Well, that's what he super chatted.
Yeah. Red Shipman says it's No Nut November. Gonna have to get a tarp Saturday.
Hold on a second.
Did you catch that? That's
Matt,
funny.
wait, what was it?
He said it's No Nut November. Gonna have to get a tarp Saturday.
Whoa! Gonna let it fly. Matt Bissett, featured grappler Saturday for tickets. Reality fighting. So he's got a. He's not fighting in the UFC. The UFC did not give him another fight. So now he's fighting at reality fighting. This is a grappling super fight. Mohegan Sun. Oh, this is not an MMA event. Oh, so he's competing in a grappling tournament. So he was looking to get back into the cage, and he's taking a grappling tournament. Those grappling tournaments are pretty interesting over there. You see a lot of them popping up, especially regionally. You see them a lot. What the fuck? All right, we're going to fix the chat again. All right, let's see if that works. I don't like these dark colors. It's dark. We want purple chat.
Rafael Dos Nachos.
So, Dope said, do you think Rafael Dos Nachos is going to win? Let us know. Did you know this December has 5 Saturdays? Is Sean Hart.
I heard about that. It happens like once.
What?
Yeah, it happens like once every some odd years.
Let's look.
There's 5 Saturdays in a month.
Is that why? Well, UFC usually throws 2 events, pay-per-view events, and there is 5 Saturdays.
Yeah.
1, 8, 15, 22, and 29.
How
Those
many
should be
years
lottery
does that
numbers.
happen? Who said that? Sean Hart. I know it happens like once every something years. There's 5 Saturdays in here.
That's an interesting fact over there.
Yeah.
Look at that. 2 pay-per-view events. Look at this. Almost every weekend in December. So we have UFC Fight Night on the 1st. Who's fighting on the 1st? What is that? That's this weekend. Dos Anjos versus Tuivasa. We have on the 8th is a Holloway Ortega fight with co-maining the Joanna and Shevchenko, which is really interesting over here. Shevchenko won 3 of those kickboxing fights over Joanna. They're fighting at 125. Does Joanna have a chance? I really want Joanna to win. A lot of people don't like Joanna. I'm a fan of the Boogie Woman. I like the Boogie Woman. Shocker. I like the shit talker. But Shevchenko's a shit talker too. I mean, she's really throwing it at some of her opponents that were kind of bitches, but they deserved it. But Shevchenko could talk some shit.
Yeah.
But I like Joanna. I don't know what it is. There's something about the Boogie Woman. Her Zoolander face makes me root for her.
I love Joanna. I think she's awesome. You know what it is too? She's like that female icon, not even just for women, but for like men too. Just the way that they look at her, it's like she's feminine without being all dykey, but like strong. You know, I really like that about her. I think that's really cool.
What do you guys think in the chat? Who will win that fight? Is there anyone in the chat? I know most people are probably going to pick Shevchenko, but does anyone think that JJ has a shot of winning that fight? Speaking of Shevchenko, her opponent, that Kim girl, came in fat as all hell. South Korea in the house. Too much South Korean food.
South Korea.
And she's like 4.5 pounds over in the fight versus Antonina Shevchenko. But that fight is happening still. 30% of the purse, gone. All right, let's see what they say in the chat, Jess.
Valentina got all that ass, though, says one bad. Drunk Savage says, Van Shipman, it's you and me in the feats of strength this year. Rick Flair says, never root against JJ, but my favorite thing in MMA is the Bullets victory dance. Valentina easily
Wait, hold on,
says,
who said that?
Rick Flair.
Do you really like that dance? That weird, like, Russian, like, ballerina shit that she does? I think that's so cringy. Do you really like that? Did you ever see it? It's like a Dancing with the Stars, like, bullshit. You ever see that dance that Shevchenko, every time she wins, she does it?
Let's look it up.
All right, you're gonna look it up. And can you do it for us?
Okay.
We're both gonna give our Valentina Shevchenko victory dance impersonation. That's what you get for tuning in on a rare Thursday night show. You're welcome.
Victory dance. All right, let's see this.
How have you never seen this thing? It's the cringiest celebration. Look at this.
What the fuck is that? I can't do that. I
Yes,
thought
you
it was
can.
like something goofy that I could do.
She's just waving her arms around and spinning, and then just like fucking throwing elbows and shit. Go ahead, Jessie. Go for
That's
it.
not.
The dance is retarded. I agree, right? Paint Man, 1970 knows. It's the dumbest fucking no one likes that. Yeah, it's ugly ass dance, says Alex.
It's kind of embarrassing.
It's who wants to root for that?
What?
All right, let's see. Jessie, go ahead, do it. See? Who did it better, Jessie or Valentina Shevchenko? Yeah, it's like a flailing arm thing and then a spin. And then a fucking like that. Y'all cool, Richt Fleer. All right. Let's move on from that.
Butterfly Masker says, it's as dumb as Tito's Gravedigger.
You know what? I think Valentina's celebration is the dumbest finale ever. Like a finishing move. Like in Mortal Kombat, yeah, finish him. Valentina does that dumb, dopey fucking, like...
I thought you were going to slap me in the face. That was actually better than mine.
Thank you. I'm out of breath from that. It was a tiring
Better
dance.
than mine.
Who has the dumbest celebration? You have like, what is it called? The Black Beast, who fucking goes on the floor and does that. Or
Oh yeah, the Black Beast is fun. It's cool. I like his. I don't think it's dumb.
let's see, NH agrees. That's why me and NH are kindred spirits. Is that the term?
Soulmates?
We're soulmates. Let's see. Who else? I'm trying to think of who else. Let me know in the chat. Who has a dopey post-fight celebration? Like Anderson Silva. Didn't he do one where he's like having a heart attack? You ever see that one?
No.
Anderson Silva,
I kind of miss.
How dare you? Anderson was like, kind of like that one. Or was it Anderson that did that? I can't remember. Let's see, who else? But there's not like a finishing move that I could think of that is cringier than Valentina's.
Yeah.
You can't stop this again, Express.
No.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Here we go.
Sorry for the scare, everyone. The fight's back on. I'm also back with my hubby. I deserve to get slapped around. I paid $50 for a real dick pic and he caught me in the act. Real has 10 hard inches. It was worth the beating.
There you have it.
Now, thank you, Rachel. I can't even believe that you're back in the fight with Paige Van Zandt and had the time to send us a donation. Very kind of you. I'm sorry about the beating. But is it true that she's back with her husband?
No, I don't think so. She's restraining until May. Her and her daughter have a restraining order.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, you know?
Why'd you get a restraining
Hold on,
order?
Sean Hart sent us something on Facebook. Go follow us. Oh, here we go. He sent us the calendar.
The only time you will see this phenomenon in your life.
Thanks, Sean.
The month of December this year will have 5 Saturdays, 5 Sundays, and 5 Mondays. It only happens once every 823 years. The Chinese call it bag full of money. Send this message to all your friends, and within 4 days, the money will surprise you. Based on Chinese feng shui, the one who does not transmit this message can lose this great opportunity. I do my part. You never know.
That's Sean Hart jumping in on the Facebook. If you want to follow us on social media, it's at the MMA-Holes pretty much everywhere. We also have a regular Facebook page that's just MMA-Holes, so you can do that.
Merry Christmas, Vagina Fluff.
And Merry Christmas, Vagina Fluff. Did you put any polls on the MMAHoles.com?
There are new polls on the MMA-Holes.com.
Should we read the fucking results?
Oh, from the old ones?
Well, yeah, let's just fucking go through the results.
All right.
Now, is there a percentage or they just show colored bars? Because it's kind
There's
of
a
gay.
percentage, but it's all the way on the other side. I didn't clip them with it.
All right, let's see. We're going to find out the results to the polls. We're just hanging out over here on our channel because we love you,
All right.
motherfuckers.
Do you think...
Do you think?
Here we go.
Answer
Do
is
you
no.
think Sage Northcutt is set for a one championship debut? The offers. The options are yes, ONE FC better be ready for Super. Maybe Northcutt is unpredictable, or no, he'll probably move to another promotion. It was almost an even set of all three. It seems like less people were more no, and
What's
more
the
people
percentages?
were more yes. I don't have them on here.
Oh, okay. So we don't have the percentages.
But you can see the pie chart.
All right, so let's scrap this bit. Because, I mean, you could look at the
Why'd you
colors.
ask that?
Well, I thought you had the percentage. You said you could
I
see them on
told
the...
you no.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No.
Let's move on. let's just scrap that. I like percentages. You know, I don't want to see... It's like colors
yeah, but
on a
they're
fucking...
on the other side of the page.
So we could be like, the blue line is this big. How are you going to explain it to him now? Like...
I just did, but you cut me off.
You know, what? All right. So they're all around even, and then... I don't
More
know.
people were leaning more toward.
Yeah, that's just
No.
gay. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move
You're
on
gay.
from that. That's faggot.
He's
Faggot.
a faggot.
Let's see. Soldier
I
of
do
God.
so much to try here.
Oh, hold on. Soldier of God was walk is a badass. Talking about post-fight celebrations where he marches around the cage. What about that, Jesse? You like that one? Yeah, that wasn't a cringy post-fight celebration. If you're jumping in right now, we were talking about who gives a shit about Sage. You know, it's funny, Kevin. I kind of don't. Yeah, you know, it's a good point. He's 22 years old. He's got a ton of skill. I think he could be something special in the UFC. I don't know about champ, but he can be something special. It's so early in the game, and he has so many fights under his belt. But now that he's gone, I don't miss him. We should miss him because he's a skilled young individual with washboard abs. But I don't care about Sage. Do you care that he's gone? Like, I'm not going to lose any sleep.
Oh, no, I don't care.
You don't care? You really don't care, huh?
No.
All right. What about in the chat? Ryan, hi. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Didn't Sage lose to Alex Caceres? Yeah. That was not the guy that fucking choked him out? Alex Caceres? I think that was the guy that choked him out. I can't fucking remember. Alex Caceres. Look up Sage Northcutt's his statisticals.
Please.
Now.
Please. Look up Sage Northcutt statisticals. Please.
Immediately.
Please.
Wench. All right, let's see.
All right, you can look them up.
Whoa! All right. I can't call you the wench? No? I guess that...
You can look it up. I'm not going to look
I
at it.
can't. The computer's not in front of me.
It's too bad.
Sage was a star in the making. He just needs to ditch his father, says Drunk Savage. His father bred him into the superhuman being that he is. So, I mean, if it wasn't for him, there would be no Sage. It's just funny how the guy's on a 3-fight winning streak, and then Dana's like, yeah, he needs a little more experience. He just didn't want to get paid. He didn't want to pay him. That's what it is. What rhymes with wrench?
You tell me.
Bench, Jesse. Bench.
He can rhyme.
Merry Christmas. JBH is super cute. Moss, you're okay, says Kevin Costa. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am okay. I have a bad headache, though, unfortunately.
Well, karma's a bitch.
You know what else is a bitch? A female dog.
Don't ever do that again.
What?
Don't ever do that again.
I tell you, the one thing that's the best about you
Tell me.
is your facial expressions are priceless. It's priceless. Yeah? Yes, they are. They say 1,000 words.
Being disrespected.
What do you mean disrespected? We're on the MMA-Holes. This is not... I'm joking around with you. What the hell? Am I supposed to be like, oh, God, she good.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I'm going to fucking ostrich you if you don't cut it out.
Do it.
I'm going to fucking ostrich you.
I dare
You're going to be putting ostrich tits in his land if you don't cut it out. You're going to be turned into an ostrich tits immediately.
Yeah.
So the fight's still on. An ostrich tits has a black eye, right? And she said she's doing this. Oh, that's what I was looking for, by the way. Hold on a second. Brett Okamoto. Hold on a second. Just wait for it, all right? Oh no, the kiss of death. This tweet, UFC Canada, the 6th is blessed. And it's Max Holloway with, yes, that is Drake. Well, fuck. There goes my pick. You remember who the last person Drake was hanging around with before they took an L, Jesse?
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. What are you doing, Max Holloway? What are you doing? That's not what I was looking for. But that caught my attention. So, Ostrovich, what did she say? Hold on a second. I'll find it. Check out the chat while I find it.
That's right, Isaiah Moore. Bet on Ortega. Drake is a dick rider.
Now I have to bet on Ortega.
Drake says Sean Hart.
It's ridiculous.
Max is losing, says Drunk Savage. What's up? Sorry I'm late. You're never late, Ryan Tripp. You can never be late to the MMA-Holes.
How dare you be late? All right, Brett Okamoto. How many people follow Brett Okamoto on Twitter? The guy is the best. Him and Ariel, if you want anything breaking, like, no one is quicker than those two. It's ridiculous.
Jesse, what are the signs of girls checking out? Patty Brady. I'll tell you soon.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Bill Clinton is a rapist. Google Juanita Broderick. When Bill was AG of Arkansas, he physically attacked Juanita, pinned her down, raped her vaginally. Bill Clinton. Monica was just the tip of the iceberg for that rapist, abortion-loving president.
Thank you, Tucker Carlson. We appreciate that. That was very nice of Tucker to jump in.
Very nice.
All right, so speaking of woman beating, so here is, this is, Brett Okamoto put this on Twitter. Rachel Ostrich Tits. She does have, so did she break her orbital?
Yes.
She did. And I guess it heals fairly quick because she's going back in. She's going to fight in January. She has like a little bit of a black eye under here. And this is her talking about the situation. Now let me know, man, if I were the UFC, I would say let's scrap this and let's just put this thing off. But this is Rachel's, what she said about the whole situation.
Although this is a very difficult time for me and my family, I felt that this fight in January was important. I felt that it was extremely important to me to follow through with it, and not only for me, but first for my daughter and other people that might be going through similar situations. I want to take a stand against domestic violence and show others that, you know, it's okay to come out and speak about it and not be quieted. I feel like I have to do this. This is something that can't be taken away from me. So I want to use this big worldwide UFC platform to show people that don't let anyone or anything come between you and your dreams and your career.
What do you think about that, Jess?
To each their own.
I say no. I say UFC should stop. Do not let this fight happen. Now, at least. Let the girl recuperate. Let this girl, you know, go through her personal issues and move on from that fight.
Some women want to get past situations by just
getting beat up,
ignoring that it ever happened, and moving on with life, like distracting themselves. Her distraction is fighting. Move on.
All right. So how does the UFC look? If Paige,
it doesn't matter. That's why she did this interview, was so that it wouldn't be a bad image on the UFC.
Let me speak some sense here. How would the UFC look if Paige Van Zandt just beats the shit out of this girl?
Paige Van Zandt has been abused as well.
No, but I'm saying, in this situation, this girl has not fully mentally recovered from this situation. She goes into a training camp and is going to fight Paige Van Zandt for a fight that's just ridiculous anyway because they're two cans.
Let me tell you one thing. If I were in her situation right now, and I had a fight coming up that had to be canceled because of that situation, I'd say, fuck no, put on that fight. 100%.
If she gets the shit kicked out of her, how does the UFC look?
Because it makes her look more weak to the public to get the shit kicked out of her and cancel a fight, instead of her distracting herself and moving on from the situation for her benefit, for her mental health, and then on top of that, also showing that she can't just be taken down that easy.
All right, let me know in the chat what you guys think. I mean, listen, I'm all for her standing up and speaking her mind and this and that.
It's her choice.
But what I think the UFC should do is this. I think they should give her a little money under the table. Say, listen, take a break. Take a little bit of a break. Get your shit together. Lay low. When you come back, you can prove. You can get a fight. We'll set you up nicely. But take a break.
No need to recover from a deserved beating.
Apparently, Real agrees with you, Jessie.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you, Real.
I'm not saying the UFC probably didn't offer her time. I'm sure they did. As an organization, it's probably, for them legally, they offered her time. But I think it's her choice. It's ultimately her choice. Mm-hmm. Does she want to move on from the situation, or does she want to sit in a woe is me puddle and fucking live in all this self-pity and try to recover from something that she could really be doing something else productive with her life? Mm-hmm. You can't let something like that, yeah, it's tragic, it's horrible for that to happen. And it's kind of like, and I hate to bring it up, but the interview that we had with Felony, when Felony said men don't understand the fear that they inflict in a woman when something like that happens, I think for her, that's probably what, I think she's just trying to fucking move on.
Okay, so now you're thinking about her. How does it make the UFC look if she gets the shit kicked out of her?
The reason she did that interview was to take some of that bad image off of the UFC and say, this was my choice.
Okay.
I wanted, and it ultimately is her choice.
So Nick Newell goes into the UFC with one arm, and he's like, I don't care if I get beaten up. This is the way I want to do it. I want to show that I can do it, and it must be done. So Dana White puts him on the Contender Series.
He first said no.
Yeah, he said no. Why did he say no? Because he was Rachel Ostrovich.
He was Rachel Ostrovich.
He was the one-armed Rachel Ostrovich. And now, you put him in the Contender Series. It didn't really look that great. Kudos to Nick.
It was his choice.
Yeah, it was his choice. But it doesn't make the UFC look good.
It doesn't matter.
This situation doesn't make the UFC look good.
How many interviews and presser-type things did Nick Newell do before that Contender Series event? How many times did he go on social media and talk about how this was his dream, this is what he wanted to do? Because it takes that bad light off of the UFC. There's always going to be a bad light on the UFC. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Nick Newell, Rachel Ostrovich, it doesn't matter who it is. There's always going to be some sort of bad light on the UFC. Mm-hmm. But if the fighter comes out on their own and says, this was my choice, it kind of depletes that a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what her intentions were, was to come out and say, I'm fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck.
All right. I'm taking the man side of things. And I'm saying the man should not let her fight. The man should let her rest up. That's all I'm saying. Let me know in the chat what you say. Do you side with the lady? Girl power? She should go out there with a broken face and fight a rodent? Maybe they shouldn't fight at all.
I think they should fight.
I don't think they should fight at all.
More
because
power to them.
Both of them shouldn't even be in the UFC, to be honest with you. They're just pretty to look at. And that's about it. No offense to no one. All right, what do they say in the chat?
Paula Jessie says, Piggy Fiend. Trisket says, Newell got smashed by a part-time fighter. It was sad. She has a broken orbital bone, says Kevin Costa. Sean Hart says, she is a fighter. One Bad says, something bad must have been going on in JB's life just to move to New York with a 41-year-old piece of shit. What happened to her back home?
Sorry, is he done?
Okay. CC 2.0 says, what have I missed, gang? Not much. Actually, a lot. You missed everything.
Super chat.
Super chat.
What happened with Mac and the mini gingers?
Or making the mini gingers. Thank you, Now and Later. They're made. They're already made. In a tissue. And that's all we'll say. Thank you, Now and Later, for the donation. Appreciate it.
Alright, Butterfly Massacre says, bitch, wanna fight, let her fight. I agree. Let her fight. She gotta learn to psych it up and let it rock, says Van Shipman. Get agents dropping a mouth in the chat. Dopesick Jones says, they should call the midget weight class the Lollipop Guild. We represent the lollipop.
Wouldn't that be a slap in the face, though? We gotta be careful what we say here. We were going hard. We were going hard on the midgets. We were going hard on the fucking, on that guy with the midget jokes, and then it just so happened his mom was a midget.
Yeah, but we're the MMA-Holes. Okay.
Yeah. So what if this happens? What if they get rid of the 125-pound weight class, and they do bring in the midget weight class? You know, wipe out 125 after Cejudo versus TJ, and then literally bring in the midget weight class. Do you think that should be done? Let me know in the chat with the ones if that should be done immediately. Jessie, what do you think? Why not, right? Here's the thing. If Rachel Ostrovich should go in there with a broken orbital bone, why not have a midget weight class?
All right.
And bring Nick Newell in and have a one-arm weight class. Right? Just have an amputee. I think we should have an amputee weight class.
Yeah.
Let's just do it all, right? We should have a chemo weight class. Let's have a chemo. Like, if you are hooked up to an IV for chemotherapy, you should be allowed to fight in the chemo weight class, right? Let's just fucking do it, right?
Okay.
Tranny weight class. Let's just do that too, right? What do you think? Let's fucking have an animal weight class, which is like animals fight each other, right? Cockfighting.
Disabled weight class.
Yeah. Let me know in the chat what you guys think.
Special MMA. Patrick Height.
Oh, that's perfect.
Super chat.
All right, super chat.
Who do you think McGregor would face next?
That's so fucking tough. What I want to see,
Dustin Poirier.
Cowboy Cerrone.
That's
That's what Dustin negative. Never a rematch as the next fight. No way Jose Aldo. No way that fight either. What I want to see is Cowboy Cerrone. Today there was a tweet with Tony Ferguson calling out Khabib. Good for Tony. You know, saying when you get back from your world tour, let's make this happen. Donation.
You can't stop the Centurion Express.
Rob.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I'm Robin Black, and here's my breakdown of Ostovich's last fight. Fake-titted broad gets caught cheating. Bink. She eats a solid right hook to the eye. Slut crawls to call 911. Bink. She eats a kick to the jaw. I'm Robin Black, and this is equality.
The funny thing is, and thank you, Robin Black, I appreciate that. I'm very honored to have you donate on the MMA-Holes. As that was being read by the MMA whore, in my head, the Robin Black impersonation was going on, and it was perfect.
Yeah. Perfect
donation. One of my favorites of the night. Okay, so who do we want?
Cowboy?
I mean, who do we think is gonna be? It's so tough. Honestly,
I think it could be Cowboy, because Dana White even said that they were talking about that, but he didn't give away any information.
I'm telling you right now. I can't believe I'm going to say this. This is going to be a weird prediction, and I said it on previous streams. I think it's going to be Khabib, but not in a cage.
The Octaring?
I think something ridiculous is going to happen. Either Khabib in a boxing match or Nate Diaz, the trilogy, will be in a boxing match. In between the ropes, I think that's what's going to happen. I hate to say it. I hope in this is like the first time I really am rooting against my mysticalness, but I really think that's what's going to happen. Or a Hell in a Cell. Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat?
King Your Mother Drink says Chris is MMA and Jessie is Holes equals MMA-Holes.
It's true. It's very true.
Tucker Baker says that's the weirdest fucking prediction, bro.
And if it comes true, you will all be lowering my pants gently, ever so softly, down my thighs, my hairy thighs. My dick will slowly flop out. Actually like this, right? Like this, right? It'll be like just kind of looking at you. And you will all take your tongues out and start licking the tip of my dick like, oh, it tastes mystical. Oh, that's what you'd be doing. Because that would be the most mystical prediction I've ever made. Inside the ropes, an octagon-shaped rope system. That's what I'm going with.
All right.
And if I'm right about that, oh boy, am I going to be gloating. That's right. I'm going to get some water. I'll be back. You want some water?
Sure, I'll take some water.
Well, tough. All right. Just kidding. Joking.
You dirty fuck, says David Flores. Hell nah to the nah. Hail to the nah, says One Bad. Use your mystic power, says Gay Agent. Patty Brady says signs a girl is checking you out. Oh yeah, Patty Brady. I forgot to say that. Signs a girl is checking you out. Girls are very mischievous. They're not like men. Men, if a girl is walking by, they'll whistle or like they love the wolf whistles. That's their favorite thing to do is wolf whistles. But they're weirdos. Like, sorry guys, but you are. You're a bunch of weirdos, and you make it very obvious when you're checking a girl out, thinking that she's just gonna turn around and be like, okay, let's fuck. That's not gonna happen. But a girl, is this mine? Thank you.
No, it's mine.
No. But if a girl's checking you out, she can be a little more discreet. And if she's with a group of friends, then she'll have her friends check you out with her. Even if her friends are not interested, she'll tell her friends something about you that she likes, and next thing you know, all these girls are kind of like peeking, but not making themselves obvious, but making themselves obvious, and giggling, you know, being little weirdos.
Oh,
but you won't really know.
Super chat.
Ooh, super chat.
Give Tucker Baker a proper welcome to the MMA hole.
What up, Tucker, you motherfucker? Is Tucker the guy that you recruited real? Where is Tucker? Is Tucker in the chat? Tucker, spam the chat right now. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's Trisket. Hey, Tucker. How's it going? All right. Let's see. What else we got going on over here? Thank you for the donations. Appreciate it. Thursday night with the Holes hanging out in front of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree over there. In the dark. MMA-Holes in the dark.
Now later says Bates Motel on Netflix was 5 great seasons, fully enjoyable. Where's Norman?
I watched the first 2 seasons of Bates Motel. The kid was very good. Norman Bates' mother, very fuckable. This blonde actress, you've seen her before in other shows and movies. Very fuckable actress. But I stopped watching. Along with Vikings, which is a fantastic show. I stopped watching that too.
Never seen either.
Vikings is good. Vikings is badass. In fact, Vikings, I watched this show so much, I got fucking Nordic tattoos on myself. I have
Nordic tattoos.
No one asked you.
I'm just saying.
Alright, where's your Nordic tattoo? Let's see. What do you got?
I have one in my arrow.
Where? That's a Nordic tattoo?
Yeah, I have Nordic signs on
I just thought that was a hipster tattoo. It's a hipster arrow. I told you that's a hipster arrow.
I never make fun of him.
It is but you know what? Here's a funny story. Can we tell the story or no? It doesn't matter. I got shit tattoos. Who gives a fuck?
I'm not worried about my tattoos.
All right. So here's a funny story. She has this tattoo, and it's cool because any tattoo that you have, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what it feels like. It matters if it means something to you. That's my advice if you're going to get a tattoo. All it has to do is mean something to you. That's the very important thing about getting a tattoo. So Jessie has this arrow pointing down her arm. You want to show your tattoo?
No.
Now you don't want to show it?
No, because it's personal.
Oh. Well, what is this? It's not your fucking vagina on your arm.
No, but it's a personal tattoo. Like, I created the design all on my own. Like,
yeah?
Yeah, I don't want people just copying my tattoo design.
No one's going to copy that, Jessie. No one. That's like me showing... Hold on.
What does that mean?
Hold on. Let me find something ridiculous.
Insulting.
What? What do you mean? No one wants a hipster arrow. No one in this.
It's not a hipster arrow.
It is. You looked up hipster arrow, and a bunch of those showed up.
I didn't look up hipster arrow. Actually, I had the tattoo already, and then you told me it was a hipster arrow.
Here's what we're going to do. Look up hipster arrow and put it on the MMAHoles.com. If it matches Jessie's tattoo, she will show you her tattoo. Fair enough?
No.
This girl's the best. I like fucking with her. She's so fucking cute. Look at the little face.
He likes fucking with me because it makes him feel better about himself.
No, I always feel good about myself.
No, you
I just
never
like
feel good
having
about
fun
yourself.
with you a little bit.
You just make fun of me.
Everybody. Anyway, stop it. All right. MMAHoles.com is where you can put those posts. We'll be checking. All right. Back to the chat.
All right. One bad says Chris has his own way of making Jamie H feel like shit. He does. One bad.
One bed is like, he's like this, he's like a retarded simp. He's not full-blown simp, he's a little retarded. Super chat.
Most tattoos are ugly regrets that one day wrinkle.
Your tattoos are ugly regrets that one day wrinkle.
He said most, didn't he? Or he said mas? Hold on, what did he say?
Most,
yeah. The idea of what is your tattoo going to look like when you're 80, right? A lot of people say that. It is the dumbest thing you can ever say because no one looks good at 80. Everyone looks like a complete piece of shit. So why not have memories on you, right?
Right.
Like, I can't even tell you how many times someone's like, what is that going to look like when you're like fucking 70 or 80 years old? I'm like, the fuck? I don't know if I'm going to make it to 70 or 80, let alone what am I going to look like? I want to be breathing by then.
You better fucking make it.
I better fucking make it. I'll be on the MMA-Holes. Like, MMA-Holes. Hey, Jessie. Welcome back
I'll
to
just
the
be
show.
striding in.
You'll be turning 30. Jessie. What's in the news? What's in the news? All right, take a gamble. I'm 41 years old, friends. Take a gamble in the chat. Let me know in the chat, how much longer am I going to be doing this? How many more years do I have in me doing this shit? Let me know in the chat. What's in the news?
All right. Steve Johnston says, that's the gayest thing ever. Why not have memories on you? He says, why not have memories on you? That's the gayest thing ever.
What does that mean? I don't know. What is he saying?
I don't know.
Why not have memories on you?
Did you say, why not have memories on you? Did you say that? He's making fun of that.
I don't know. No, I don't know what he's saying,
You
to be
never
honest.
said that? Okay.
No, I said have memories on you. Wait, I don't remember what the fuck. What is he talking?
Just ignore it.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. All right.
Kevin Costa says, I'm 32. I'll take over soon.
32.
Real says, doing the show or to live? Doing the show or to live? Shit, I thought you were 35. You look younger than my brother who's 43, says Tucker Baker.
Thank you, Tucker. Appreciate that.
Jessie's mom gets a teardrop tattoo every time she kills. She's running out of space.
It's true.
This is Drunk Savage.
That is true. That's
NH
true.
says, I'll be on my deathbed watching the MMA.
Fucking NH. NH is the best. Look at my knuckles. They're fucking hairy. Look at them things. I should shave those things. You know what's weird?
What?
I used to manscape, right? Jessie doesn't want it. She likes a big bush down there. She likes big chest hair. It's crazy, right? Is that a little weird?
I don't like it when you manscape because it's manly to have hair.
I don't have to do shit. It's the greatest girl in the world. I look like a chimpanzee without my clothing on. Anyway.
Oh, that scared me. I saw your fist in the screen and I got scared.
It is pretty scary.
Let's FaceTime my grandpa tomorrow in Brazil.
FaceTime his grandpa tomorrow in Brazil.
What is this about your grandfather in Brazil? What is this about? Thank you. Now and later.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that on Food Friday. Send him. We'll send him a Google Hangouts and we'll bring him on.
Yeah. All right. King Your Mother's Ring says start a Reddit. NH says you look very young for your age, Chris.
Thank you. A Reddit. See, here's the thing. We should, right? A lot of people.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I have. I don't even know if I have one. I have no idea.
Why not marry her already? You're already old AF.
Who said that? Real?
Real says why not marry her already? You're already old as fuck.
Because I'm still. That's a long story. We're not getting technical.
There's reasons.
It might be legally. It's a long story. Long story.
All right.
I'll tell you one day.
No, we won't. Sean Hart says, don't tell them. They don't need to know. Moss, you never shave under your neck unless you're getting ink. That's not true. He keeps it pretty cleaned up.
I do want to get a neck tattoo. I do want to do that. I'm just trying to think what picture of Jessie I want to put on there.
Put my lips right there.
My mom would kill me if she heard this, but it's 11:44. She's not watching.
Super
Uh-oh, the mule.
Poop on my chest.
Poop on my chest. G-Man says.
That doesn't hurt as much as the other things that he asked for. So maybe we will shit on G-Man's chest live on the MMA-Holes.
Your brother and sister, is that why? Says Adapt Eligma.
Look at Greg Perks. Look what he says.
Chris already married to his ego.
That is the 100% truth.
That's
Yes.
actually not a joke. He's completely married to his fucking ego. Makes me want to rip his throat out 90% of the time.
If I didn't have this ego, there would be no MMA-Holes. There would be no ridiculous. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, stay tuned for the intro. We made a couple of extra tweaks on there. So stay tuned for the intro tomorrow. It's brand fucking new. Well, old song and just a couple of tweaks. Newer intro.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah. Craig Burke says, true, we love you for it.
Thank you, Craig.
Steve Johnson says, Chris likes to have things done to him and have things injected into and under his organs.
It's true. Under my organs?
It's a little creepy.
Who said that, Steve?
Steve Johnston. Tucker Baker says, real shit, I shit on my girlfriend's chest and recorded it. She still don't believe me. Wait a minute. So she wasn't aware that you shit on her chest? And she doesn't believe you.
Tucker's gonna fit right in. Real.
How do you have an ego at 5'9,135 pounds?
5'9,000"?
5'9,135 pounds.
Oh, I see. How do I have an ego? Well, first of all, 5'9" is in fact goat height. Okay, so right there, I am a specimen for being 5'9". On my driver's license, I have 5'11".
He's still taller than me, so that's all that matters.
Jessie's very tall. Well, for a chick.
Average height for women is, I think, 5'5" to 5'7".
Not in New York. New York women are short.
Well, yeah, New York women are abnormally short. But I'm
5'9" is an epic manly height for myself. I don't want to be any taller, because if you start getting taller than that, and no offense to the taller people, yes, plenty of offense, but if you get any taller, you start looking like fucking Big Bird. You know, you start getting like all lanky, long-necked, and weird looking, like creepy. But if you're fat, you're fine, right? If you're a fat or a tall guy, it's not bad.
There's some guys that are like 6 foot who have normal, like...
People that get a little 6 footish have like weird long necks, and long necks freak me out. She's got a little bit of a long neck, but,
I have a long neck. But I'm a girl.
She has long hair to go down.
Girls have long necks.
Guys with long necks, your brothers, they're a little creepy.
My brothers.
Yeah, they have long. Like I feel like they should just dip their heads in.
Their necks. I don't think their necks are longer. I think it looks longer because they have like more narrow shaped heads.
It makes up for the height. So you get
taller. They're really tall.
They are tall, right? Were they 6'3"?
Dylan is 6'3", Hunter's 6'2".
Yeah, so they have long necks to make up for their height.
My dad's really tall. I have a tall family.
Real's neck. If he is 6'3", he's neck.
Probably got like a neck.
Your neck
this long.
is probably so stupid looking. Real. But it's alright. We love you because you're an MMA-Hole. So.
Yeah. 5'9" is epic height if you have a 74-inch reach.
72.
You have a yeah.
72 on one arm, and this arm is actually a little shorter, my right arm. But my left arm is 72. Broken collarbone. You want to see my broken collarbone? Let's see if you can, I don't know if you can see it.
Now we're stripping for the
I got hair over there. I don't know if you can see it, but so my collarbone, check this out. I don't know if you can fucking see it. Hold on. Let's see. Alright. So if you can see that lump over there. All I see is the chat, but my collarbone is sticking out right over here. It's supposed to be attached, but better lighting, I'll show you. Your collarbone is supposed to be like this. Mine is like this. It's really cool. Fun fact.
I'm Adonis, says King Your Mother's Ring, and they are probably ugly too, says Steve Johnson. I'm not saying Jess's neck is long, but she could blow you from the kitchen while you're in the bedroom. Maybe. You want to try it? You want to try it? Or maybe his penis is just long. Maybe that's why I could blow him from the kitchen while he's in the bedroom.
Yeah. Yeah, Trisket, one arm is 72 inches long. I know I said one arm. I understand.
Steve Johnson says, I can fix that, Chris. King Your Mother's Ring says, that's why he's with a skinny chick. Why? What's why? Why?
I don't know.
What?
You gotta taste all the flavors, you know? You gotta be with the heavier ones, the fit ones, the skinny ones.
I tasted all the flavors, and I think I'm gonna stick with this one.
I mean, you know, they say once you go black, you don't go back. So far, so good.
I went black and then I ran.
Yeah.
Alright, moving on.
Oh, that's terrible.
Long necks like that guy Charles McDowell, says Dopesick Jones. Hey, Chris and Jessie, everyone in chat. Sorry I'm late, says Mike Lanzalone. Welcome.
What's up? All right, so we got completely off of like I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. We just started talking about anything, but that's what happens if you see us turn the phone on like this, we go live like this. Well, God knows what the hell we're going to talk about. Who cares? I don't care. So it is what it is. All right. So anything else we should touch upon before we wind this thing down, because we are going quite long.
Yeah.
Over here. And yeah.
Although this is
it's Rachel. We talk about big cocks.
Let's go through a little bit more Brett Okamoto's Twitter. Make sure there's nothing else we missed.
All right, Brett Okamoto. All right. So Bellator spoke to Bellator MMA president Scott Coker earlier today. He mentioned the promotion has plans to return to Dublin early next year, and SBG Ireland James Gallagher, the Strabane Mobile, expected to headline. That should be a fun scene. James Gallagher has been in Dublin, I think, twice. He fought over there, and now he's in a headline off of a loss.
Super chat.
I have a guy that I want him to fight. What's the super chat?
I got a $20 for a lady who will Cleveland steam me.
G-Man.
All right, G-Man. G-Man, I think $20 is enough for that to happen. So let's make it happen for G-Man, right?
Sure.
So James Gallagher should fight Mike Kimball, right? I know it'd be a little bit of a jump for Kimball, but Mike Kimball coming
Kimball's good.
Off of those 2 quick wins. He's super young. Do you throw him to the wolves in a fight like that?
You know what? He's that kind of fighter that would survive.
So if you don't know who Mike Kimball is, he's fought twice so far for Bellator.
He's best friends with Jesse James Kostakowski.
Yeah, they don't probably know who Jesse Kostakowski is. You will know soon.
You will.
He's very good. But Mike Kimball is he's very impressive. Very impressive. Young stud, bred like a Sage Northcutt type deal. A super freak of an athlete. And finished both of his opponents in the first round in Bellator. 2 pro fights, 2 wins. James Gallagher might be a little bit of a jump since Gallagher has some fights under his belt, but Kimball has been throwing it out there, and it would be fun. Imagine Kimball just goes from like prelims to just bang, main event in Ireland. But that might be blowing the load a little too soon. If they're really high on Kimball, that might be going too much into 2 people that they kind of want to push. Might not be the right move, but man, that would be fun to watch. I don't know. Who should James Gallagher fight in Bellator? Or do you not care? Because a lot of people don't after his last performance. And I don't blame you.
Gingers are a rare species. You have an obligation to make babies extend the bloodline with the ginger Jessie.
I tell you.
Now and later.
Is now and later a ginger? Are you a ginger as well? You see me, you're very high on the
I don't think he's high on, I think he's, because every time he makes a comment, it's about babies. He's always talking about making offspring.
Now and later, he's a wild card. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Well, didn't he get out of prison? He said he got out of prison and, like, all he was doing was making babies now.
Well,
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Patty Brady says James Gallagher's a twat, thinks he's Connor. God makes the Irish look like dicks.
Here's the thing, and this is another reason why, if you see in our intro, I met James Gallagher, and the guy is one of the nicest guys, young kid, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Like, seriously, super sweetheart. It is a huge shtick, and people say the same thing about Connor. I think this is the problem. People get wrapped up in the character, and they forget that these are characters that they're playing. It's straight up WWE shit that they're doing. James Gallagher he is super nice. Like, if you see him on the street, the dude will stop. He'll introduce you to his whole family, his girlfriend, who's pretty hot, and just a good dude. It's just this character is a little too much. It's too over the top, and he got put in his place. It's gonna be interesting to see what kind of character he comes back. He's still posting shit on Instagram, but I'm curious to see how he handles his next opponent. He's probably going to be talking shit, but we'll see.
Now and later has a ginger sister and lots of babies. That's why he does what he does. Sean Hart says, I grow a ginger beard, but it goes dark when long. Steve Johnson says, I like to impregnate poor islanders, women across the globe. Okay. Welsh Resurrected says, Gallagher is great value Connor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just Kid H says, he stole the character directly from Connor. That's the problem.
Yeah, it is a ripoff. It is a big ripoff. In fact, it's almost a more over-the-top Connor. You know, it's
Robert E.
pretty cringy.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Abe Lincoln is a tyrant. I was only defending my country from an invading army. The myth that the North invaded the South to free the slaves is false. We rallied our men to fend off invaders attempting to force their government upon our people.
Robert E. Lee. Look at that.
Thank you, Robert E. Lee.
They're coming in from all different angles tonight. Unbelievable stuff. Thank you for the donation. Very generous of you. Appreciate it. All right, let's go through the chat. A couple more comments, and we're gonna go on for like 5 more minutes. We're gonna take it to midnight and cut it out. We'll be live for Fuko Friday tomorrow. A lot of yapping.
Kevin Costa says, I'm a nice person. Shout out me. Shout out Kevin Costa.
Very nice.
Tucker Baker says, Robert E. Lee, my brother, man. Drunk Cyrus says, I don't think that's the real Robert E. Lee.
No, it is. It's definitely him.
Sean Hart says, my dad's a half ginger man from England.
Okay.
David Flores Jr. says, choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Choo-choo.
Michael Enslone says, I feel so bad I missed out most of the show. I'm sorry again, everyone. Don't ever be sorry, Michael.
You didn't miss anything.
And he says, Michael, it's okay. It's cool, bro. Real says, John Wilkes Booth Jr. was right.
Jessie, you have some relation to that, right?
It's my uncle.
Her uncle, Uncle Booth.
Uncle Booth.
Yeah.
David Flores Jr. says, they rally around the family with a pocket full of
shells. Rally around the family.
Pocket full of dicks.
Pocket full of dicks. Bam, down, tick, down, down, tick, 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 bam, down, tick, down, down. Go in it now. Who is that? I'm going to introduce you to a world of Rage Against the Machine. A band that broke boundaries, was political. I didn't give too much shit about that, but their music. Rage Against the Machine. When I was a young lad, I would listen to that and punch myself in the face while looking at myself in the mirror.
What did that look like? Can you show us?
No. Maybe next time.
Real says, Rage Against the Machine are coming come. Chris, I've been a very bad girl. I need spanking.
Was that really it?
Yeah.
Ooh, man, come on over.
Yep.
Underneath the mistletoe, we'll spank you.
Oh, we need to get a mistletoe.
And we'll fucking tongue each other down.
Oh, super chat.
Who do we got?
GE and Kim must wait. So disappointed. No excuse. Shame, Belle.
So, yeah, he's talking about Kim.
Ji-yeon Kim, missed weight.
Yeah, 4.5 pounds, was it?
Thank you, WMMA.
The girl that didn't beat Justine Kish. I'm just going to put it there. I'm glad the fight's still happening. It's fucked up because that's a lot of weight. Almost 5 pounds over. Ridiculous shit. But I like when South Korean fighters are on cards. That means more Korean invasion for the MMA-Holes. We love Koreans. Love them. Love Koreans. Love Koreans. Now, if this fat bitch beats Shevchenko,
yeah,
if fucking she beats Shevchenko and she loses and puts a blemish on her record, no one remembers the fact that this bitch was fat. They just remember that Shevchenko lost. I always hate that, but 30% of her purse is gone. So there you go. Thank you, WMMA scene. All right, a couple more comments from the chat. 2 more minutes.
Spanking with the carpet beaters, says Joey Faggoter. Tucker Baker says, who do you guys think Justin Gaethje's next opponent should be? Doesn't he have an upcoming fight?
He was supposed to fight Pettis.
Yeah, hold on.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think he has an upcoming fight, buddy.
Right? Wasn't he Pettis?
Yeah.
Well, that was spoken about on February, I think. I don't know. Super chat.
I'm half Brazilian, love fighting and support MMA-Holes.
Who is that? Hold on a second.
What?
Is that Now and Later?
Yeah.
Now and Later. Thank you. Half Brazilian. Support.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have an upcoming fight.
No, there was rumors.
He got done fighting James Vick. Oh yeah, he knocked out James Vick.
There was rumors that he was going to fight Pettis in Arizona in February, the one that we were going to.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm going to go with that. I like that fight. Pettis versus Gaethje. That's a banging fight.
Oh, super chat.
Super chat.
Most get JBH a divorce from your wife for Christmas.
What?
Give me a divorce from your wife for Christmas.
The papers are already in, so
suck it.
Yeah.
One bad.
Thank
Trying
you.
to start shit over here. Come get some. Come get some.
It cost about
man.
$230 to.
No, it's like 300 something.
Is it? No, I thought it was like $250.
No, it's 210.
Yes.
I'll tell you about it after.
All right, so I'm gonna put your $2. I'm gonna put aside one bag, $2, and put it towards the divorce papers.
Oh, super chat.
Make a Cocktron.
Humans. You're all worthless and weak. Hashtag metal jock.
Metal jock.
It makes me laugh every time, Mega Cocktron, one of my favorites over there, jumping in with the donation. Thank you so much, Mega Cocktron, and everyone that donated. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, Jessie. What do you say? What a night. What an amazing night tonight. Thursday night, we hung out with our friends, the MMA-Holes, our family, the MMA-Holes, and we have a lot of fights to watch the next couple of days. So thank you for joining us. The Christmas tree is lit in honor of St. Dick. JBH. What?
How dare you?
Aw, super chat.
Divorce? JBH, he's already proven to break promises.
Thank you, Real, for the boost of confidence in my faith in this guy.
Oh,
thank you. You're
good.
really helping. You're helping a lot, Real.
That one might have beaten Mega Cocktron. That might
No,
actually.
it was one bad who said that.
No, Mega Cocktron is my favorite. But I have to say, no, the Robin Black was a good donation. But that one might be my favorite donation of the night. All right, let's see what else we got.
Don't forget felony fighting on the first erased fist dark skin tone.
Dope Sick Jones. By the way, I texted Felony, and he did not respond. So, Charles, I still hope you win. But when you don't respond to my texts, I don't like that. 'Cause I don't text anyone. And you're my only black friend. So, Felony, respond to my texts.
Freaking respond, man.
And I hope you win.
So disrespectful.
I hope you win, Felony. Felony's fighting, on Saturday night. Man. Listen, if you want to watch the pay-per-views, go back to the interview we had. We have the information down below in the description. You can PayPal him to give him a little bit of more oomph and help him out because he needs some help over there. And he's fighting in Michigan. I think my family's going to try to make it to the event. But it's going to be tough to watch. A lot of fights on Saturday. Now and later.
I've been to prison in NY, Brazil, and Mexico, all DWIs.
Prison in New York, Brazil, and Mexico.
All DWIs. Well,
congratulations, man.
He's bragging. He's bragging about it. It's a
I
miracle.
would.
I tell you, it's a miracle I've never had a DIAZ. Listen, drinking and driving is probably the dumbest thing ever, right? It really is pretty bad. And I was guilty. When I was a kid, I did some fucking stupid shit. But I'm telling you right now, from this point on, if you do stupid shit like that, okay, stop. Don't do it anymore. Do not get behind the wheel and drink it. It's the dumbest thing. I have some stories for you, and maybe one day I'll get drunk and tell you about it, and then get behind the wheel and fucking crash into something. But just don't do it. Don't do that. Thank God she does not do that, because that is the worst, man. That is the worst.
I watched, fun fact, I watched a friend in college roll her car down into a river. Actually rolled her car because of driving while influenced and distracted driving. So after watching that,
I thought you were. Are you serious?
Yeah. No, I actually watched it. But after watching that, I will never.
Wait, hold on a second. So you watched the car flip into the river?
Yeah, I saw it roll into the river.
Why would you tell the story without the sad music? Like, I have the sad music queued up inside. I could have started playing the sad music, Howard Stern style. We're going to talk about the story in a second. It's like a bedtime story.
With Uber and Lyft, now only juice, drink, and drive.
It's true.
Reel's on fire tonight. Jesus Christ.
It's true.
Yeah, Ubers and Lyft, you don't need to. It's so fucking cheap. You know, you don't have to tip them anymore. It's like included, or you should tip them extra. Give them a couple extra bucks for God's sakes. The Uber guy makes nothing. Just give him a couple extra. You know the people that's like, I don't have to tip him. Yeah, it's included. No, just tip the fucking guy. Please. Tip the guy. So what happened? The fucking car was rolling. Are you going to cry?
No.
Oh.
No,
I was so worried. Don't tell the story. So what happened? What happened?
No, it just happened years ago. So I just don't like talking about it because
So the car, who was in the car?
One of my friends. Well, actually, I knew two of the other people in the car, but they weren't my friends. My friend was the one driving the car.
Your friend was driving a car, two other people.
Yeah.
And you were where?
Outside of the car.
He's just standing outside of the car.
So it was in Hawaii. So we were by where our campus is. It's by like a huge river, but the parking lot kind of goes like alongside it, but it's a deep river, and it goes really fast. But it was distracted and drunk driving, So I was out with a group of friends.
So your friend, so you were making out with a guy outside.
That's not true.
Oh.
No.
So you're outside the car.
We were hanging out.
Okay.
We were hanging out by one of the buildings. Yes, I was drunk.
Okay, so you were drunk.
But I was just like buzzed. Like
okay.
I only had like 1 or 2 drinks.
And your friend got behind the wheel and was drunk?
Yes.
Okay. You knew she was drunk when you got behind the wheel?
I didn't see her get behind the wheel.
Okay.
I just saw her taking off.
So you saw her take off. Were you alarmed when she took off? Or
yeah, of course I was. I knew she had alcohol in her system.
She drove out of the gas station with 2 people in her car?
No, out of the room lots.
The room lots?
Yeah,
okay.
you know, like where the dorm rooms
So
are.
where was this river? By the...
Yeah, it's by the dorm room buildings.
So you can see it from the parking lot?
You can actually see it from your dorm room.
Okay. So the car pulls out and she immediately just goes right into the river?
There's actually a fence that stops it, but it's like a chain link fence.
Hold on a second. She pulled out of the lot and just drove through the fence?
Yeah, she was distracted and drunk.
Distracted in what? What was she doing?
She had her phone.
She was texting? Or
I don't know what she was doing. I just saw the light of her phone.
And it was 2 people in the back of the car, or one in the front, one in the back?
One in the front, one in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now she goes through there. What's going through your mind?
Fuck. What else goes through your mind? Fuck, what do I do now? No, we called the cops.
So now she goes through the fence, and you're standing there. Are you screaming and yelling, or what do you like?
No, I didn't. You know me. Like I'm not
just
the
stood there
kind
shocked.
to scream. Yeah, I just kind of stood there like jaw dropped.
Yeah.
You know what? A fight reaction when someone gets knocked out. I'm like.
Yeah.
Like that.
But was your initial reaction to start laughing? Like if something like that happens, you're like,
no.
No, but I'm saying if you see something like
terrified.
that. Well,
I thought they were dead.
Oh, okay. Well, I would start laughing, right? And then I would be like, oh my god, this is horrible.
It is horrible.
Okay. So now it goes through. Hold on, we got a super chat over here. It's a great story.
Yeah.
I just heard Mandy Moore got engaged again. My heart keeps breaking tonight.
What the fuck? Mandy Moore. When was the last time she put out a hit? Well, she's in that TV show, right? She's in some TV show. This Is Us?
How's it snitching if it already happened? It's snitching if, like, nobody got in trouble for it. It already happened, guys. People don't be retarded.
So now you're like, oh my god. Thank you, WMAC.
No, people started running.
And you were just standing there in shock?
No, I kind of slowly followed, but I didn't really want to get...
Okay, hold on a second. You got a donation at these real?
Now 6 followers. 94 to go until I buy the hooker.
The quest. Was that on Twitter? So go follow Real on Twitter, please. It's a life-altering experience.
Yeah.
So now the car hits the fence, goes through the fence. Where does it stop? It just keeps going?
Well, I don't really know when she realized, because I wasn't in the car with her, I don't really know when she realized she was going down into the river. It's a deep fuck, because it's like a canal and then the river.
So did it go in the river?
Yeah.
All right. So
but I don't know when she realized that.
Well, that doesn't matter. So the car, I'm talking about from your perspective. You see the car go through the fence, and now it goes into the river. Now does the river start taking the car?
It's a heavy river, so it went a little bit, but it didn't.
So it just starts pulling the car, but they're still in it.
Yeah.
All right. So now everyone is running over to the fence. Everyone's screaming.
Well, the fence is down now.
Okay. So they're all going there, and you're slowly walking there. Like, no, I don't want to see my friends.
No, I was approaching, like, there were people who stayed back, who didn't even go, and then there were people who were running, but you have to be careful, like, you can die in that fucking river.
Alright, so they were fine?
Yeah, well, they got him out. Okay. They were rescued.
So you were watching them pulling him out of the car as...
No, nobody could go into the river. They were, like, throwing him shit to try and get him out.
So wait, how did the doors open?
Their windows were open.
So they climbed through the windows? Yeah.
You have to remember, this is Hawaii. They didn't have their windows closed in the middle. It's so fucking hot.
God knows what's going on. I mean, they drove through a fence. There's not much logic going on here. Now, why did you not laugh? Like, now when you see them in the river, like, crawling out of the window like a bunch of idiots, there's no laughing. Like, now that I'm like, okay, they're not dead yet, I'd be like, oh, okay, they're fine. They're gonna be fine. I would have been hysterical laughing.
No, the car rolled.
Oh, rolled too? Wait, hold on a second.
That's what I said. It's a canal. Listen to me. It's a canal, and there's a river. There's a very heavy, strong river at the bottom of the canal. Okay. So, like, imagine this is the parking lot, and, like, a long slope, and then this heavy river at the bottom. Yeah. So they had to roll down that canal
so
into
hold on.
the river.
Now I'm thinking Toonses from Saturday Night Live. It goes through the fence, the car goes sideways, and then just bump, rolls over.
No, it sort of went through the fence head first, but it kind of, like, went at a curve. Because the way the parking lot pulls out,
So it kind of...
Can I draw this for you?
No. You're a terrible storyteller. So
I don't know how to tell
it did like a drifted. The car drifted, right? Like the kids like to do, they drift.
No, it just kind of like the car kind of turned a little bit. It was kind of turning as...
Yeah. So it's going down and the back is coming out, right? And it's going down, and now it's going into the river, like on a weird angle. Correct?
As soon as it hit the angle of the canal, it started to
flip over. So now, while it's flipping over, you see your friends coming out the window.
No.
When did they get out of the window of the car? So it was submerged underwater, and they're swimming out of the car. How the fuck did they get out of the car?
No. So the river didn't pull the car all the way down the river.
You're saying that they had to throw things to them in the river for them to get out.
They were trying to give them heavy branches and shit like that for them to grab onto.
Okay, they're still in the car and the car flipped over. Okay, so now
it rolled.
It rolled over, yes.
Yeah.
So now when are they getting out of the car? Are they in the river when they're getting out of the car?
Yeah, the car was stopped in the river and they're poking out of the windows so they don't drown, obviously. But the car's
upside down?
No.
Okay.
It just rolled into the river. It wasn't upside down. The car wasn't upside down.
Did it flip over completely?
Yes.
So it went boom, 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 and it landed on its wheels?
No, it was on its side.
It's on its side, okay. So now it's in the river on its side.
Yeah.
So now, oh my, so what the fuck? So the car's on its side, so they all had to go out one way, right?
There were 2 windows, though, and there were only 3 of them. So
yeah, if it's on its side, there's 2 windows here. So they had to climb out of the side of the car into the river and hop into the river and
they didn't go into the river. They would have died. So they had to stay up.
This is a shitty story. So wait, so they just got out of the car?
No, yeah, well, they had to stay there until help came. The moral of the story was someone rolled their car into a river because they were drunk and distracted.
I see.
What did you expect? Some horror story?
Well, I don't know. The way you were talking about it, I thought it was some crazy story where they're in the river and you're like, oh my god, it's like they're swimming to the shore and the current's taking them away.
The current took them a little bit, but if they were to jump into the water, then the current would have taken them.
Nah. All right. What did you guys think about this?
It wasn't a horror story. The moral of the story is I don't do drunk and distracted driving for that reason, because of what I saw. And you didn't laugh. Did you laugh when they got out of the car, when the car was on the side? No, it's actually scary. If you were to see that river, it is scary. If they even slipped and fell into that water, they would have died.
As soon as I saw my friends hit the fence, I would have died laughing. My friend hit a my friend was going through a drive-thru at McDonald's and he was wrecked and he started taking everything out in the drive-thru and he called my buddy up. He didn't know. It was like in The Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah. Right? He hit everything on the way there, but in his mind, he went through the drive-thru fine and got himself a burger. But he hit everything on the way to the fucking drive-thru. And a cop calls up my buddy, who's a cop, and pulls out his PBA card and he goes, "Listen, man, I don't know what we're going to do about this, but your friend literally smashed into everything on the way to the drive-thru. You need to get here quick." And in my buddy's mind, he made it to the drive-thru in one piece. But he was so wrecked, he hit everything on the way in.
Was his car mangled?
Yeah, it was all fucked up. And my buddy had to go over there, and it's a hilarious story. He actually got out of it. It was crazy how he got out of this situation.
How did he get out of it?
Oh, super shy.
Real?
Imagine being so dumb you think Brazil is a race.
Hashtag Karen Bryant.
Oh my god. Yeah, what is that about, by the way? I know Real's been going on Karen Bryant about that. What is that about? Karen Bryant thinking Brazil is a race. Brazil's the race. And they live... Alright, anyway. They live in Portuguese. Okay. I think we're done.
Portuguese.
We'll see you tonight. Now it's officially Friday. We'll see you tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. It got a little out of control. If you want more of this stuff, you got to make sure you slap that thumb in the upright position over there. And I think that's it, right, Jessie?
Yeah.
Okay. Karen Bryant, fuck you. And see you tonight.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA